Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name's Dr. Ghost and today we're going to be playing the Tier 7 Japanese tech tree battleship, the AMAGI. Alright, I haven't actually taken a look at this ship on the channel in a very long time. So yeah. AMAGI, really solid ship. We're going to real quick go through the review. You guys know how it is. Then we're going to take a look at the commander build, obviously, and then we'll go do some gameplay. Now this is actually going to be a one-take video. Okay, if you guys don't know what a one-take video is, I basically do the whole entire video in one take. That includes the gameplay. So we're going to take a look at the upgrades and loadout, we'll take a look at the commander, then we'll go straight and play a game. Okay, the game that I get will be the game that you guys see. So there's going to be no editing at all, except maybe some cool little transitions, obviously, in the intro, or in the beginning and the end of the video, like I always do. But yeah, I like to just sometimes, you know, quickly get something here going. Okay, just no what do you call it, no cherry picking games. We're just straight up playing AMAGI, see what happens, and we'll talk about obviously her strengths and whatnot, and what the ship's all about. So yeah, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the upgrades and loadout. So we've got aiming systems mod 1, we're running propulsion mod 2, we're running concealment systems mod, and we're running main battery mod 3. This right here is really good. Obviously, because I get my reload down, so you guys will see that in the specs here. But first we need to look at our loadout, see what this ship has here. So we have some HE, we have some AP, we have some damage control parties, we have some repair parties. We got 3 of them. They heal up to 538 HP per second, so they're pretty average, nothing too spectacular there. And finally, we are running a spotter plane, okay? Now we have the Marine Day 21 flag. The reason why I'm running this, well, it looks like a Japanese flag. It looks good, so yeah. And we're running the Type 9 camouflage. That the ship, well, it doesn't come with it, but I melted down some paint so I can make it, and it looks really good. It looks really sleek. I like the green. I like the white. I like the look of Japanese ships. I love that pagoda superstructure. In case you guys don't know what the pagoda superstructure is, it's that giant tower right there. The little triangle sort of deal, the pyramid scheme that the Japanese have going. I really like it. It's a really good looking battleship. I love the look of the AMAGI. Absolutely sexy, okay? And I don't say that about a lot of ships, except my Americans, because I do have a little bit of bias there, but I have to recognize when a good ship is a good ship in terms of looks, and this is definitely one of them. So yeah, really like it. Now for the specs. We have 62,300 hit points, and we have a 43% torpedo damage reduction, which is actually surprising for a ship this long and a ship this big. That's what she said. Because, well, yeah, it's Japanese, so I'm actually surprised. This thing has a really solid torpedo protection. I never noticed that until now. I don't really actually look at that kind of deal with a lot of ships, so there you go. Now for the artillery, this is where things get really, really spicy. Okay, these guns are great when they want to be. They are a little trolly since they are Japanese and since it's a battleship at the end of the day, but you have some 410mm third-year type guns. These are 16-inch guns. They are great. You have 10 of them. All right, you have 10 16-inch guns. There's a lot of potential hatred that you can put down range. So on my build, I have a 19.2 kilometer firing range, and I've got a 25-second reload. That's phenomenal. I can get 2 shots off with my spotter plane while I have these guns going out. So that's 20 16-inch rounds every 50 seconds. Can you guys just think of that for a minute? Every minute, I'm putting out at least about 20 16-inch hatred. Okay, these guns are good. They're good. The 180-degree turn time is currently 36.7 seconds. Pretty average, nothing special there. Now for the high explosive shells, we have a 6,500 maximum HE shell damage. They are Japanese HE, so if you get like an angled target like a Yamato, or not a Yamato, but a Musashi or something really tanky, you can't really do anything to it. The HE can and will absolutely slap the ever-living shit out of people, okay? You also have a 30% torpedo damage reduction. Now, where this ship shines is the armor-piercing department. The armor-piercing here, 13,860 maximum damage. Obviously, that's with a Citadel hit, okay? You can only achieve maximum damage if you get a Citadel hit. Usually, you're going to be getting pens for around 2,000 to 5,000 damage, okay? At most. Now for the secondary armament, this ship comes with a lot of secondaries. I would not recommend building for secondaries, but they are there just in case someone rolls up on you. Okay, you have some 127mm 5-inch guns. And you also have some 140 millimeter. I believe they are 5.9 inch guns. So pretty good all around secondaries. Still though, if you're using your secondaries, you're probably either playing the ship wrong, or you are in a oh shit scenario where you have no choice, okay? However, one thing to keep in mind too, AMAGI surprisingly can actually brawl. I've done it plenty of times. It's actually pretty damn spicy, okay? Now for the AA defense. We have a pretty decent AA all across the board, not too bad. We got about an average of around 300 AA damage per second, okay? It is pretty good. All right, you got some 25 millimeter guns, and your 127 millimeter 5-inch secondaries also count as AA. They produce flak clouds, okay? They are dual purpose. Dual purpose meaning that the gun can shoot at planes and they can shoot at naval targets, okay? Now for the maneuverability, we have pretty good speed. This is actually quite a fast mobile battleship here. 27 knots on my build. You can get that even higher, up to 30 knots, I'm sure. The turning circle radius is pretty average for a battleship, about 870 meters, and the rudder shift is, well, pretty piss poor, 19 seconds, okay? And now for the concealment, final thing in the specs here, 13.4 kilometer detectability range by sea, okay? We have 11.2 by air, 2 guaranteed, of course, with a 15.1 while firing in smoke, all right? And now for the final thing in the review portion is the armor. I just went onto that by accident. Whoops. So the armor's pretty decent, actually, on the AMAGI. You do have a 32 millimeter bow, and you have a 32 millimeter stern. You even have some plating on the stern here. If we take a look, where is that at here? Here it is. So you even do have some... Actually, we turned it off. Did we? Yeah. There should be a strip of armor. Yeah, 254 millimeters of armor there. So you can potentially ricochet a lot of shells. AMAGI is a tough little cookie. You just can't afford to be getting caught broadside, obviously, like this. So we're going to take away some of that now, and we're going to take a look at the superstructure. Obviously, you got quite a bit of superstructure. Not as much as people would think. Like, that's actually not as bad as some ships at Tier 7. So you still can and will take some penetrations into that blue area. It's only 19 millimeters of armor. But, yeah, also high explosive will also rip the ship apart. So there you go. It's a battleship, so that's bound to happen usually. Now taking a look at the armor belt, you got some pretty damn good spicy armor belt. It's not bad at all. Okay, pretty damn good. You have some really good side armor. So if you have a scenario where you run into a Musashi with 18-inch overmatch, what you can do is have him shoot at your bow, swing out a little bit, and hope that some of those shells hit that belt and ricochet off that belt. That's the only hope you got. Okay, but odds are he's just going to penetrate your torpedo protection right there, because you got a very thin layer of torpedo protection. You've only got, let's see here. Did I take it away, didn't I? Yeah, it's right here. 25 millimeters of torpedo belt. So I think actually people can penetrate that. And yeah, it's going to get results in penetration. So, yeah. Anyway, now the final thing is the Citadel. The Citadel is basically like below the waterline, okay? So that's what I was talking about, how the ship can actually brawl pretty well at like really close ranges. You'd be surprised, okay? Now, one thing to watch out for is that bow side plating. The AMAGI does have a very long profile in the bow there. So right under that cheek, right under that front gun, you could potentially get Citadel'd right here, okay? So you do got to be careful. It does have a very long schnoz, okay? So, yeah. And now, let's go and take a look at the commander. So we are running Thankyou Takagi, and we have Andrew Cunningham for some extra shell grouping, and we have Paulo de Revel for some extra reload on our guns, so we can get that reload even down further, right? We got Phoenix for our base trait. For our first skill, we got flammable cannoneer, gyrating drill bits, marksmanship, reaching out XXL, and the good old classic will to rebuild, aka skill to rebuild. He's a legendary 3, rank 16 captain, and let's go ahead and play a game, shall we? Let's just hop right into a game and just see what happens. So yeah, the AMAGI, right? Pretty good battleship all around. I do like it. It has really good potential, okay? Now, obviously, my build, as you guys just saw, Thankyou Takagi, he's a really good sniper sort of accuracy commander, okay? He gives you dispersion bonuses. So I try to build into that and get the most out of my guns. The AMAGI is only good in one department, the guns, okay? So you want to be taking advantage of them as much as humanly possible, all right? So we already found a game. We already got some bubbles. We are on Shatter, aka Shitter. It's a domination mode, okay? Anything could happen, though, no matter what the map is. So we'll just try our best, okay? So we are spawning on the right or the left side of the map. So what we're going to do is play our side. All right, I can't emphasize that enough. Every video I always talk about it. Play the side you spawn on. Even if, God forbid, your teammates leave you. Even if it looks like overwhelming odds. Always play the side you spawn on. It's better to defend your side and do as much damage to those ships as possible than give it up completely. Okay, never just roll over. All right, that's not how warfare should work anyway. You never give up. Okay, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna first turn down our audio because the game is a little loud. I don't want you guys to get deafened. I want to make sure you guys can also hear me a little bit more than the game. But yeah, what we want to be doing is just playing our side and doing our best. And now if we do get overwhelmed, what we'll end up doing is kiting away. Okay, if you do get chased, the AMAGI is actually a really good ship to kite with because you have a majority of your firepower in the back of your ship. So this is also a really good kiting sort of range battleship. You can do some things with it, okay? So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Now, what we're going to go and do here is check the player list. So we have some tier 8s in here. We have a Kagero, Z44, and a Sumner. So we got a lot of torpedoes and guns, most likely, that are going to be getting dished out. We do have a Pommern, a Constellation, a Bismarck, so no overmatch, so we should be good on that. And we do have a AMAGI and a Hipper. So, anyway, we are spotted right off the bat. There's probably a destroyer right in that gap there, if I had to guess. Right? That's where most destroyers pop up, right through this gap. And they get some spotting right through there. Now, we do have a shot across the map at a Bismarck. Maybe. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop. We're going to wait for this Bismarck. Now, I just realized, there could be a DD in the center cap, and there, as you guys can see, there is a smoke screen. Having situational awareness, ladies and gentlemen, is so vitally important. Keeping your head on a swivel, always looking around the map, because look, we can see there's a smoke screen here, so that is definitely where we're getting spotted from. Now, we got Dr. Disrespect here in the Constellation. Oh my god, I'm a huge fan! Imagine if that was actually Dr. Disrespect, that'd be crazy. There ain't no way, though, he plays World of Warships Legends, let me tell you. He's a PC gamer. I think he'd be playing BIOS PC, if anything. So I think we got a little imposter out here. And, well, we just hit him for 8,000 with 2 shells, okay? Not the best dispersion in the world, unfortunately. Some of those, I think, hit the island. But, hey, still, 8,000 damage, that's some pretty decent results with only 2 shells penetrating. So I think that was a damn decent result. Now, one thing we gotta watch out for is torpedoes, maybe. So... yeah, I'm just going to back up and turn and hope for the freaking best. I want to still get some shots on this Constellation because he has, like, no armor. We know this. I mean, he has some good belt armor, but if we can manage to hit a superstructure, we can get some really good damage numbers here. Now, this destroyer just took the Charlie cap. It looks like the enemy team is just giving up their flank. I don't know why people do this. Play the side you spawn on, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah, the enemy team is already losing this game. They lost one of their destroyers. They just gave up their whole flank. So that's not good for them. It's good for us, though, so we will frickin' take it. I guess we'll take a shot at this Bismarck here. I'm going to hope that we hit some of his superstructure. Remember, the Bismarck has a lot of superstructure. So if we can manage to hit some of that, like that, for example, we got 1 penetration there for 4,500 damage. That's what we look for, okay? That's what we look for. Every single battleship in this game has lots of superstructure. Maybe not lots, but they have some at least. You should be able to get some decent damage. Now, there's some torpedoes. We're going to activate that propulsion mod. Come on, go forwards. God damn you. Ah, we're taking one. Unfortunate. That's okay. So yeah, it'd be nice if we could see things too. I don't know why we can't, but, you know, I guess the whole fucking center is just smoked up, so maybe that's why. But I would like to just see this freaking Bismarck so I can absolutely wreck him. That's the whole idea, right? So he's turning out, it looks like, so we're going to aim a little high. And hopefully those get some decent results there. Oh, those look good. Some of those are coming together very nicely. And, oh yeah, there's about, what, 15,000 almost? 13,000 at least? 4 penetrations? Yeah. We love to see that. So we're up to 30,000 damage so far. Nothing spectacular yet. All we're trying to do is just keep these 16-inch guns cycling. Now, we know there's a destroyer in the middle here, so we're trying to turn away and not not take torpedoes, because we aren't about that life. Now we have another shot. This Bismarck is just sailing broadside, and for some reason, I'm not getting the penetrations to do like 20, 30k salvos. Wargaming. This Bismarck is making clear mistakes. Why can't I punish him to the fullest? Game? Like, Wargaming? Can I please punish this guy? Like, oh, no, okay. I guess not, right? You gotta love it. Maybe we can get some shots over the island and, you know, unless... maybe? Nah. We got him over, but unfortunately it doesn't really matter. I don't understand what's actually happening in this game. Like, what the hell's going on? So, all the enemy battleships, there's 2 in the back of the map, all the way over here. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, what is actually going on? I don't understand the enemy team's positioning. They're all playing the middle line of the map. I don't get it. This player base, ladies and gentlemen, will never fail to amaze me. I just... I just can't anymore. Yeah, what a fucking meme, right? So, I guess we're just going to push into Bravo, because I'm not just going to sit back here all day. I want to actually get some things done. So, yeah, we're just going to push into Bravo and help our little Austriatland out. I guess, because that's like the only thing we can do. So, I am radared right now. The radar is most likely from the Constellation. Constellation does have a radar, so we're just going to let that run its course. And, yeah, so... One thing I forgot to mention, we have a Musashi over here. So, there is some nice blistering overmatch. You gotta love that. 18.1-inch guns. Overmatch is absolutely everything, pretty much. So, there you go. And now we're pushing in. So, we got an on-halt here. On-halt has pretty damn good armor, so we're gonna try to aim high into his superstructure with the front guns there. I don't want to hit his belt, because I know I will just ricochet. And we ricochet anyway. We do penetrate one of his turrets, though. So, there's that. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't do anything. Because it's a turret, so it doesn't have a damage number inside of it. It just, it either gets knocked out or takes penetrations. And I'm about to hit the island strategically. This is all part of the plan, don't worry. I'm totally not trying to get all my guns to bear. And yeah, it's actually good we hit the island, because there's a wall of torpedoes right there. Now, the AM Sunder comes out, and we do shoot at him, because shooting at DDs is a good idea, usually. So, we do hit him there. Couple times, he's on like no HP, and the Z-44 does manage to take him out. So yeah, overall, the enemy team has played extremely poorly. I don't understand the strategy of playing the middle line of the map. Like, what the hell are they doing? I just don't get it. So I guess this, I'll just say it. Play your side. Like, these guys obviously don't understand that. They all just left A and they left Charlie to go play the middle. Like, I'll just never get it, folks. I never will. I never will get it. You just can't understand some things in this game. And some things are just never meant to be understood. So now we're in a little bit of a brawling situation. I did actually knock out 2 of those on-halt's turrets. It looks like he might eat a torpedo right on the nose. Yeah, that's gonna hurt, bud. That's gonna hurt, bud. So we do know on-halt has, like, stupid good torpedoes, so we do need to be wary of that. And it looks like he's sending them right now, so we're just gonna try to slam on the brakes and turn. Now, I'm gonna see if I can't get some guns right under his guns. There we go. There we go. Little bit of a brawling situation, ladies and gentlemen. I told you, the AMAGI can brawl. It can do it. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that's gonna fucking hurt. Yep. Aim superstructure. There he goes. Alright. Shh, good shit. Good shit. We might actually die because we are flooding, because every torpedo causes a flood in this game. You gotta love that. Yeah, we're actually gonna die. That's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. Ah, well. Hey, that was a little good run, though. But yeah, not the worst AMAGI game in the world, but it definitely wasn't the best, right? But that is also one thing to just keep in mind. Not every game in this game is going to be a great game, right? Y'all need to understand this. No matter how good you are at the game, you're not going to always have a fantastic match. Like that one, for example. The team actually did pretty good that game. Mainly because the enemy team wasn't doing very good. Like, the enemy team was just playing like a bunch of Nimrods. Like, no offense to anybody if you were on the enemy team. There may be a few of you guys that did okay, but most of the team just on the enemy flank, or on the enemy team, just played the middle line. Like, I don't get that. So, I guess, yeah, the title of this video is just going to be play the side you spawn on. Play your side. AMAGI. So, no matter what ship you are in, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what ship you are in, just play the flank you spawn on. A lot of good can come out of that. You know, and at least if you are going to lose your side, even if you're going to lose your side, at least you're going to, you know, have bragging rights to say, hey, I'm a hero. I defended my flank with the utmost. And that deserves respect. Even if you die, okay, it deserves respect. If you just run away from your flank, you're a coward. If you just run away to the other side of the map, you're a coward. There's no other way of putting it, okay? So just play your flanks, ladies and gentlemen, because as you guys saw in that game, the fucking enemy team clearly didn't understand that, and they lost because of it. They're going to lose that game because of it. So, yeah, a little bit of teaching moments there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But nonetheless, I hope you all did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, be sure to go down there and hit the like button and leave a comment and tell me what you guys think of the AMAGI. I actually do quite like it. It's a good ship. It wasn't as good in that game, for example, but I did tell you guys at the beginning of the video, this is a sort of one-take deal, okay? So, yeah, the first game we got was that one. So, there you go. But, yeah, AMAGI, I don't mind it. It's nice. It's nice. Good guns, good speed, and overall decent little armor, too. It's not a bad battleship. I do really like it. So, anyway, I will catch you all on the next one. Have a fantastic rest of your weeks. I will catch you probably tomorrow. And, yeah, peace out. Stay healthy, as always.